So, welcome back to a new Singapore pit lane video. If you have seen my last one, it was quite disappointing because there were all fences. But I can tell you now, there are no fences. So, I can go up close to the pit boxes and I am going to take you with me. So, let's walk up there. So we are on the actual track now between the last corner and the one before that. You see that group of people behind me. So there was the point there were fences the very last time I was here. And there is nothing there. So we can actually walk on the track, which is amazing. I love to do that. I guess everybody loves to walk on the track. So let's go. And everybody loves to walk on the curbs, right? I just love to do that. Am I the only one? I don't think so, right? Everybody loves to do this because it just feels good. It's like 5:30 in the afternoon when I'm filming this. If you are ever in Singapore and it's not a race week and you want to do stuff like this, please do it by the end of the day or do it like very early in the morning because the humidity and the heat, that is absolutely insane. I am still sweating because it's still like 30 degrees. It doesn't really matter time of day because it's like always 30 degrees here. However, there is no sun, which is absolutely fantastic because if you have sun, you have the humidity and you have 30 degrees, you are actually going to die because of the heat. It's insane. So if you're here, end of the day or very, very early in the morning, or just choose a day when there is just no sun because you're gonna need that. Some more walking on the curbs. Lots more. Look at me walking here. So we are here, pit entry. Very last corner of the circuit before we hit the main straight. Behind me, there's gonna be a grandstand, and I remember the last time I filmed this video for you, I was saying that I would love to sit in turn 1. I think my opinion changed on that because I think this one is a excellent view. They're gonna be like slightly slower. You're gonna see the pit entry. And of course, you're gonna have an amazing view on Marina Bay, which everybody loves. So I would say I would go for this grandstand right here. Here we are, start of the main straight. As you can see behind me, they started building the grandstands. They do that like 5 months before the start of the race. I'm filming this in the beginning of May, so that is pretty much 5 months. So here we are, getting everything ready for the Singapore Grand Prix. I just feel bad for the people just working in this crazy heat, but they're doing a good job. And well, that's going to be all ready for the beginning of October when it's race day. Behind me, podium. It's like all empty. There's nothing there, so they're not ready for it. I'm just gonna stand here for a moment because the moment I'm filming this, Max has never won Singapore Grand Prix. So I'm just gonna manifest here for a little while and hopefully he will win the Singapore Grand Prix for once. Here we are, like literally in front of the boxes. Obviously, I chose my absolute fave, Maxi. And I'm just like right here. This is where the cars are when they're doing a pit stop. Can you imagine that there's a Red Bull car here? That's insane. So this is just how close you can get during, well, the entire year. Obviously not during race week, like I said before. But the rest of the year it's open. But do bear in mind that these, just look at this, because this is from the 2024 season. You have Sergio Perez still up here. Red Bull is at the first position of the grid, which it's not anymore because they're third, unfortunately. Then we have Mercedes next to it. Then we have Ferrari, McLaren. I'm going to show you everything up close. But this is just from the 2024 season. I just cannot wait to be here when they have the 2025 season set up. We have arrived at Alpine. Pierre Gasly, still at Alpine, 2025. And then we have Esteban Ocon. Obviously, he moved to Haas. But here he is, 2024 style. Let's move on. And this is a pretty interesting one. This is Williams. Last year. Obviously, it was Alex Albon and now he has Carlos Sainz as a teammate. But we have Franco Colapinto here because he raced the Singapore Grand Prix in 2024. And now he has signed for 5 races at Alpine. So that is fun. And I think we are now going to the most sad moment, maybe in Formula One, driver swap thing. Maybe you see it behind me. It's RB. Let's start with the one and only Yuki Tsunoda. He's at Red Bull now, which he deserves. But here we go. We gotta take a moment for this because this is actually pretty sad. Here he is, Daniel Ricciardo. His very, very last race was here at Singapore Grand Prix 2024. We gotta take a moment. And we move on. Next up, steak, kick, sour. This lineup changed like both of them because we have Zhao and Bottas. They are both not driving, not on the grid in 2025. So this is nice to see. It's just a little reminder of those two drivers. And then last but not least, also they changed this lineup completely. Haas, Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg. Kevin obviously not driving anymore in the 2025 season. Nico moved to stake, which is becoming Audi in 2026, and I'm really excited for that because I drive an Audi, so I'm gonna support Audi and Hülkenberg like all the way through. So that was a nice pit lane walk, whatever you want to call it. This is really the closest you can get, and every time I'm in Singapore, I think I'm here like four maybe 5 times a year. I always go here, This is my go-to in Singapore when there is no race. Lots of other stuff to do, obviously, but just before the Singapore Grand Prix, I will make a video what you can do in Singapore because that's a lot of fun. Look at this view! It's amazing! We're moving on to turn 1. First, we gotta pass the brand new Paddock Club. Like I said in my previous Singapore pit lane walk video, this was recently built. I don't think it was here during the 2024 Singapore Grand Prix. I'm not pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. But now we can see it up close. It actually looks pretty good. I would love to just sit here, so you have like a view of turn 1 and then on the main straight. And I think you can see like a couple of pit boxes from there. That's nice. This is the actual end of the pit exit. White line here. They enter the track into turn 2 and 3. Obviously, they cannot, other sides, they cannot cross the white line, otherwise they will get a penalty, which you do not want. So I do not think I can exit here. I'm not sure. But here behind me, that's not going to be a full grandstand, or yes, I think so. It's going to be a full grandstand as well. It doesn't have a view on start finish. So again, this is the grandstand you want to be in. So note if you are going to the Singapore Grand Prix. I am just pretending now that I'm walking through all the motorhomes and team principals and Formula One drivers and engineers and everybody is hi, it's so good to be here. I'm sorry, my imagination is just crazy. We are going to end the video here behind the Singapore flyer. Thank you so much for watching it. if you're watching it all to the end. I really, really do appreciate it. Subscribe, like, comment, anything. It would really help me. And then I will make more videos for you, more pit lane walks, experiences, you name it. So again, thank you so much for watching. I am a sweaty mess. It is so freaking hot here. So my pro tip, always bring your water in Singapore. Hydrate, 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 and just go by the end of the day or very early in the morning. Thank you so much, my friends. Call me crazy for doing this, but I just want Riddle's attention. So here we go. Whee! Did I get them attention?